What's up, people? Alright, Carl G 318 in Tulsa. I think you're in Tulsa. And Larry. Larry, I got your information. I think you're the one who hit me up on Facebook about the company in Oklahoma. I got to talk to Trucker Bill, and I'm also going to talk to one of my homeboys out of Colorado. Both of them, Bill's been driving over 42 years, and Cato is another one. Cato's been driving over 32 years. Bill can tell you how companies freaking started. He can. I'm also going to hit up my headhunter and see if she knows this company. I'm not familiar with them. I'm going to tell you, I'm usually going to just tell y'all no. Larry, you asked me what company I work for. I don't tell. And even if you probably came to work for the company, I probably wouldn't say, yeah, that's my company. I'm not going to do that. Like I said, there's some safety reasons. As a female, I do it. If you see me and you work for the company, cool. Because then I know you work for the company, what, yada, yada, yada. But there's reasons I don't tell. And right now, you're asking, was I happy, unhappy? So I'm in the middle, okay? Let me kind of give you some background. And I'm going to do a 30-day review of this company for you. I also am still in contact with the headhunter who got me this job, because she also has affiliations at this company. And I've given her some feedback. So for you guys, if you haven't seen some of my videos, earlier videos, there's one video I did to a driver. Oh, yeah, Carl G, thank you for watching. And yeah, brother, next time if I'm in Tulsa area, I'm at that Petro, you can go to Denny's or whatever and sit down and chow down. And then Larry, I'm gonna, it's not an unhappy or happy, I'm in the middle, but when you saw me do that video, I was extremely tired. So, miles, you will get miles at this company. The problem is the company is behind a lot in their, they pass out late loads. And then what they want to do is harass you to try to get this load there close to the on-time date. Okay? I don't play that game, because that game will get you killed. It will kill other people, because the reality of the matter is you drive conditions. Some of the trailers I picked up, like this one, I didn't see how it was loaded until just now. I didn't know if it was top heavy. I didn't know how they had packaged a load. I don't know if anything was secured. It was sealed upon pickup at the beef company I picked it up at, okay? Certain information missing sometimes when addresses were 86 is 68, like dyslexia. I'm not judging anybody. If you have it, I understand. I understand human factors and errors. Phone numbers not on there for customers, and I'm having to search it out. There are things at this company, because it's a small, medium company, I'm going to say more small, that I don't like. What I do like, the equipment. Their trailers, their maintenance, their trucks, very well handled. The human element from the corporate side of giving you that equipment, very well handled. Where they need their work is in their dispatch and their planning, okay? And so, and I'm putting my managerial hat on, okay? Just putting that on a little bit. But if you go back to a video I gave you, or did on here, it was to, is it Jay the Trucker, trucker named Jay? She went to Prime from Night. And they told her all this stuff. She thought she was just going to come, test out, jump in the truck, and roll and make money. Well, the way they do their business, they required her to go back through training, because she didn't have enough. She hadn't been on a stick. She'd been on an automatic. Now, I can drive either. I can drive a stick. I can drive an automatic. I can test out on either. My stick might not be as good, because I haven't driven a stick in a very long time. But when I came back into the starter company I was with, I actually drove a stick, starting out with the TV watcher girl. And I drove a 10-speed, but 10-speed ain't nothing. And it picked right back up. I've been in automatic ever since. But the one I fractured my ankle, she was a 9-speed. I drove it. So, wasn't with her, but Odega. That lady crazy as a box of rocks. My issue with this company is, and I don't know if it's a company or the driver fleet I'm under, micromanagement. I'm not a micromanager driver. And I'm also a driver, I sleep till I wake up, I drive till I'm tired. Pressuring drivers to do stuff is something I don't like, and I think it's extremely dangerous, because you have some people who don't know how to stand their ground. And some people who, they really are just honest, hardworking, simple folk. And the driver manager's like, hey, we need to get there by this time. And I trust that you're going to get there. I have faith. And then this driver goes out of hours. Sally Sue hits driver. Driver now goes to prison. Freaking driver manager still goes to work every day. So you have to know who you are in this industry. I've had one time, and the only reason I went over hours, I was trying to get there. They played that little game. And there was a truck stop that was close. And I was real close on the hours. There was a truck stop. When I got to that truck stop, it was packed. I had nowhere to park. So I had no choice but to drive to get to the customer. Let me exit her. I had no choice but to drive to get to that customer. And so I went over hours by about 21 minutes. Had anybody hit me in between that time? And so me and my driver manager the next day had a come to Jesus meeting. I told her, I said, I will never do that again. Because normally I would have shut down about an hour early. Anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour early. I would not have pushed it to almost the wire of my time. Only time I've ever had that happen is getting stuck in inclement weather. Those are times. But when you're pushing it in order to try to meet an expectation, it sets you up. And this company is famous for it. At least the fleet I'm under. So there's where I'm having a problem. I met a gentleman the other night who, he's probably going to be leaving this company very soon. He's been with them 1.5 years. And there's a lot of swapping, a lot of dropping hooks because they're planning these loads so tight. Am I making money? Yeah, I'm making more money actually than I made at the last company. But I am a person that needs that balance. I don't like to be micromanaged. I want to make money, and I want it as honest as I can, and I want decent equipment. Trying to find that fit is really hard in trucking. It's not impossible, but it's hard. And that's why you get a lot of drivers who jump companies. They leave companies. They'll get there, stay 3, maybe 6 months, if that. And some of them won't even last 90 days. And then they roll out. That's why this company right now, they're giving bonus for drivers, but they're breaking it out. If you refer a driver in, they're giving you $1,000 for when they first take their first load, $250 after their first 30 days, another $250 after their 60 or 90 days, something like that. Because they know. Most people don't. But the problem is the companies. The industry has a shortage, and it has a shortage because you guys aren't willing to change how you manage. This company is trying. Like right now, their safety scores, their CSA score is really low. It was really low, and they're waiting for stuff to fall off. They hired a safety guy from one of my old companies, from what I understand, to head their safety division. I know the HR head is from one of my old driving companies as well. And that company was managed. They were what I would call a more driver advocate company. Had I been smarter when I first came in the industry and went to that company, I would have just asked for a different driver manager or fleet manager. I didn't do that. Instead, I was like, middle finger, I'm out. Because I was so irritated. And the fleet was a crappy. My driver manager, they were buttholes. In this industry, you're going to get fleets that fleet managers are, and really it's just like a little, there's a bunch of different fleet managers, okay, with driver managers under them. Everybody has their own philosophy. Because I have a management background, I already realized some management could give a damn about the employees. They don't. All they care about is their bottom line. Be back. Alright, y'all, I'm at a taco spot here in San Antonio. It's right across the street from that Petro. So I'm parked over there, grab my tacos. I'm going to walk back over, hop in the truck, and then go park. And then I'll do laundry. But I'm at this off of I-10. It's off of 10, 35, whichever one it is. I think it's 10. And on the way, when I'm here, I'm like 6 minutes from my drop. They rescheduled me for tomorrow, which works because I'm tired as hell. Anyway, waiting on me some tacos and some beans and rice. Peace.